friends. Welcome to my humble homestead and garden side chat. I'm Trina and I want to thank you for tuning into my channel. Today, I just want to give you a little update on how I've been doing on AIP and let you know what I'll be doing in this video today, what meals I'll be sharing in my meal prep, just what the progress is and how I'm doing. And there are a couple things that I just added back so far, just trying to add a couple foods back. I'm taking it very slow, seeing if I've had any reactions. That's where I want to start. If you're new to my channel, thanks so much for tuning in. Right in this video series, I'm just showing my journal on the autoimmune protocol or Paleo Diet. If you're interested in learning more about it, I have some videos in this series and I talk more in depth about what it is and why I'm doing it, just my medical history and just for my pain, autoimmune symptoms and things like that. I just want to share a little bit about that. I did it for, so far it's been just under 30 days. I did add one food in the third week, and that was butter. And the reason why I did that is because I made liver. I was going to have, I'm like, yeah, I need to have some good liver. And then I was making it, and I thought, I really don't want to put coconut oil in with liver. That just didn't sound good. And I'm not a huge fan of liver. I don't mind it, but it's not like, oh, I love liver and onions. This is only the second time I've made it. I wanted to try to make it in the oven with all my veggies, and I was going to do a lot of onions. So I really knew for me to be able to really like it, I wasn't like, oh, it's delicious, but it's good for me, and I don't mind it. That's the way I really don't mind it. The first initial meal of it, I actually do like it. But then reheating it, it's not my favorite, but I don't mind it. I did add butter to it. So I did have butter with my liver, not a lot, just, but I did add a lot of veggies, tons of onions in it, and I'll show you that. I didn't react at all from it. So then I was going to make sure I waited that 5 to 7 days, before I attempted anything. And so this morning, I thought, you know what? I didn't have any reaction. I'm going to try something else. And I was like, I know a lot of people would try any other food or whatever, but I'm like, I'm just going to have a cup of coffee. I want to try coffee. I just really want to have some coffee. So I did. I had a cup of coffee. And so far, so good. I haven't had any reaction. I am once again going to wait. So those are the two things that I've tried. And I'm really excited about it, butter and coffee. Now, I've only tried them once, both of them, and I haven't had a reaction. So far, so good. I'm introducing the foods back slowly and not just having a ton of it. But, so far, those two things I have not had any reactions to. And being on the AIP diet, the first 2 weeks, I was like, I don't really know if it's helping me. I almost gave up, to tell you the truth. It's not an easy diet to do. And I was feeling a little depressed. Yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling the greatest. And I just was like, I don't know it's working. But if you see that I've done my garden videos and I've been able to get outside and I've been thinking, oh, it's because I'm outside, I feel great. And I started thinking, I bet it's also because of the autoimmune protocol. I have felt great. So I'm like, yep, I'm going to stick with it. I'm not going to just, a couple times I've been like, I don't want to cook. I just want to go open a can of soup or something. But I know that, even though it's my homemade soup but it has tomatoes in it and things like that are not AIP and I thought that's just going to undo everything I did. So I have not. So there were some things that I did show in my grocery hauls that I got, and another thing that I found was some AIP cereal. I will link the Amazon link below. It's called Lovebird cereal. Now, I do want to mention that it is kind of expensive. Yes, it is. I'm not going to even joke about that. It is delicious. It is so good. It's It is coconut oil, honey based. My favorite is the cinnamon honey one. Oh my gosh, and it's crunchy and it tastes kind of like Cheerios. That's the only one that I've opened. I haven't tried. I have a box of cocoa one, and then I have a box of just the honey one. Because it's expensive, it's not something I eat every day, but there have been like the day I went into Fargo, I had appointments. I had a chiropractor. I had some appointments at the hospital. I had like a bone density scan and some other things I had to get done at the hospital. And I didn't get home until late. Like the only thing I didn't want to really eat while I was out. So the only thing I had was the matcha tea. I went through the Starbucks drive-thru and got a matcha tea because I knew that, and so I came home and I just didn't have any energy to make anything. So I had a bowl of the cereal and I put fruit and so that's what I had. I didn't have anything prepped. So that's kind of something that's nice if I just don't feel like cooking or whatever. So that, and I'm trying to think. Oh, and I found at Walmart, because I went into the store that day, I found these coconut milk yogurts that do not, because I looked for a long time and every time I look, they would have sugar in them. These ones do not. Oh, and they're so good. So I bought a few of these for a morning when I just don't feel like making breakfast, anything like that. So there are options if you just need something quick, you don't have time to meal prep. So yeah, I've just really been happy with some snack foods. And then I had found some snack things that I got on Thrive Market. If you just feel like you need a little chip or something. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. And in this video, what I'm going to do for food prep, I'm going to show you the meals that I've eaten because I've kind of been so busy gardening and putting those videos up. I have kind of not really showed you what I've been eating over the last week and a half. So I'll show you that. And then I meal prepped. I did some ham and veggie hash. So I'll make that. What else did I do in this video? I made, some salad dressing. Oh my goodness, it was so good. And I made that. It's a non-dairy, non-egg. And I did make a non-egg mayonnaise, an AIP approved mayonnaise, paleo, dairy-free. So I did that as the base of this dressing. And then I used nutritional yeast, which kind of tastes like a nutty Parmesan cheese. Oh my goodness, it is good. So I made that. And then I used that base to make a egg-free, dairy-free bacon chicken ranch. So I did make that one as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I prepped in here. There might be, but those are kind of the things that I made in here. They're not going to be in that order. I don't remember what order I filmed them, so I'm just going to kind of mismatch them all into this video. So if those things interest you, come along. If you do like to watch other videos of some batch cooking, freezer meals, I also have those in my regular food prepping playlist. So check those out as well. All right, thanks so much, you guys. So without further ado, here comes the food prep and the meals. Just wanted to give you an update that I am feeling great. I have dropped some weight. I haven't dropped a ton of weight, but it's coming off slowly. But the biggest part is I've done this for health benefits and I have been feeling so much better. And I've just been doing a little bit every day in the garden. I didn't go out today because we have quite a bit of haze and some smoke from some wildfires in Canada. So I've been just cautious with my breathing. I want to be able to do more, and I just didn't want to have any breathing problems. So anyway, here we go. See you in a bit. Hi friends, welcome to my humble homestead and garden side chat. My name is Trina, and I am continuing my AIP Autoimmune Paleo Protocol Diet journal. Today I am going to make some lemon blueberry muffins. They sound delicious, and I do have all the ingredients, so I'm kind of excited to make those. Before I start, I want to thank you for being here, and I want to let you know that I try to make foods that are wholesome, healthy. I also have some other foods on another recipe, easy, quick, fast meals on my channel. But right now I am focusing on healing my gut and healing my body from headaches, chronic pain, and my autoimmune illness. So that is why I'm focusing on the AIP diet. I was reading just before I started this on one of my autoimmune support groups, and I saw someone reaching out for some help. They actually have a child that tested for a lot of food sensitivities, allergies, and other things, and their child is really having a difficult time accepting the way that they have to eat. This will be hopefully a good recipe. I'm going to make it with you. I have not tried it yet, so we will see. I know the last muffin recipe I made was a little bit more dense and dry, so this one we will make together and see how it turns out. Another thing I want to say is I do have an order coming from Thrive Market that I just ordered up a whole bunch of AIP just snack foods. So I will share that with you in an upcoming video, and hopefully that will help your child as well. I will also try to do a little bit of research and find some more kid-friendly recipes. I know with children, it's gotta be super difficult. I know it's really hard to try to teach our children that we're doing this so that they feel good and that they can go to all the other activities. You know, packing their food to go to birthday parties and things like that is never fun. But I will try to do some research and see what we can help and find more kid-friendly things for you. All right, but let's go in, jump in today and make these lemon blueberry muffins. I'm gonna bring you down here so that you can see what I am doing. So I have my oven preheated at 350 degrees. In a large bowl, in my large bowl here, I am going to combine 1/2 cup of coconut milk. And it didn't say full fat, so I'm just gonna use my regular coconut milk since I'm putting a lot of coconut oil in here too. So 1/2 cup of coconut milk, and it says 5 tablespoons of honey. So let me see, I tried to melt this honey here. I'm trying to use up this honey for baking and my other honey that I get from my farm people for my allergies. So this one, we'll see. I'm gonna have to get a little tiny spoon and dig it out here. 5 tablespoons. This is some organic honey that I had gotten at Costco before I found out that most of the organic honey we get in stores is usually shipped over from China or other countries. So I just want to use up this because I already got it. I'm going to try to use it up in my baking. The reason why it's hard is because I really don't use it. So I try to soak it in some water. Generally order all of my farm locally because I use it for my allergies and asthma and other things. That's one. This is going to take a minute. Okay, I'm giving up on that and I am going to use my honey that I got. So I got about 3 in there. So we're going to do 4, 5, one more here. And remember on AIP, we can have natural sweeteners like honey, maple syrup, as long as there's no sugar added to it. So that's why we can add this into these muffins, which I think children will appreciate, the little bit of sweetness. I'm gonna rinse this out and I'm gonna get my warm water and make my gelatin eggs. So for my gelatin egg, I need 1/4 cup of warm water and 1 tablespoon of the beef gelatin. All right, so I'm gonna put this in here and mix it up and let this sit for just a couple minutes. And this is gonna be my gelatin egg because we are doing this dairy and egg free. Not as long as I did the last time because it got too hard and then my batter was too thick. And then coconut milk, honey, lemon juice. So we need 1/4 cup of lemon juice. So I went into Fargo today and I picked up a bunch of garden supplies at Menards for my garden beds. I'm gonna do a wicking garden bed, which I'm super excited for. It's gonna use less water and less watering. So I'm super excited to show that in my upcoming gardening videos. Coconut oil. So the 3 tablespoons of melted coconut oil. So I did melt 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. So I added that. It also says to add some alcohol-free vanilla. I am guessing that mine is not alcohol-free, so I'm going to skip that for this time. And I'm going to whisk this together. Honey is a little thick, so I'll just whisk this up. Okay, then in a medium bowl, I am going to add 2/3 cup of coconut flour. I'm trying to do this kind of quick too. I have my insurance adjuster coming to take a look at my wall. So now it's nice out. They're gonna have to take out my whole living room wall for that ice damage that we had. They're waiting for it to get nice out because it's an outer wall and they have to remove it. So he's coming and I have to work. So I'm trying to get this done. It's been a busy day for me. That's good. I'm glad I could get this stuff done. 1/4 cup of arrowroot flour. This is the arrowroot powder I have. I am definitely going to have to order some more of this if I keep baking. 1/4 cup of that. A teaspoon of baking soda. My teaspoon is here. Make sure there's no little lumps in there. And 1/8 teaspoon of salt. So just a little bit of salt. Stir together. Stir this together here. Make sure that's mixed. Slowly add dry ingredients to the... I guess I didn't really need this big of a bowl. Here, I'll show you. Slowly add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. Mix those up. And then I'm going to add in the gel egg right there. Oh, good. It didn't completely get jelly like the last time because I let it sit too long. So this is good. Oh, yeah, this looks much better than the last. The last ones were so thick and doughy. And then I'm going to fold in 3/4 cups of blueberries. So I did do a really small Aldi order. I got some produce. They had pineapples on sale. So I got a pineapple. I got another melon. And I just basically got some fresh produce. I literally had no room in my car for anything. It is packed to the rim with garden supplies. 3/4 cup of blueberries. So we dropped a couple. So 3/4 cup. And we are just going to fold these in. Oh yeah, this looks so much better than the last. And I did not double it either because I had so many muffins. They're still in the freezer from the last one. And even though these are probably going to be better than the last ones, the other ones are fine if I just wanted to something. I had them with a little fruit for breakfast. I still just made less. So I am just going to go ahead and put them in my muffin tins that are lined here. And then I'm going to bake them at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes or until the toothpick comes out clean. And it says to fill them about 3/4 of the way up. So they are still a little bit dry, but they're not, they still shape into kind of bready. I can't believe I'm even baking. This is the first 80-degree day we have. I just wanted to get these done because I bought those blueberries. Even though I still have dehydrated ones I could have did, but they were on sale. Organic blueberries on sale at Aldi this week. And I'm going to make an AIP chicken meal too. Probably Friday, my day off. That one. And then I still haven't found my other one, so I just put a paper one in here. My other silicone one somewhere I wonder if I stuck it in with my Christmas decorations because I used them when I was making chocolate bombs. I had tried to use one of these and it didn't work. This is going to be the perfect amount of batter. Not quite enough for all of them, but that's all right. Last time I had to make too many loaves too. Didn't quite get a dozen muffins out of here. I got 10 muffins, which is fine by me because I made these bigger. The other ones I made smaller too. I'm going to put these in the oven and then I will show you what they look like when they come out. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Okay, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Hey friends, so for a quick dinner, because I want to try to get out in the garden today before work, I just chopped up I had some celery hearts and carrots that need to be used up, some onion and some mushrooms. I am going to cook up some liver that I got from my beef haul, and that is a very nutrient dense food. So I'm going to put it over the vegetables, and then I'm going to chop up another onion and the rest of the mushrooms over it. I'm going to bake it at 325 for about 10 minutes and then flip the liver over and do it another 10 minutes. and then we will see how it looks. Okay, so that's going to be a super quick dinner for tonight. I'm going to try to get out in the garden and show how the wicker watering bed works and see if I can my tomatoes are looking like they are desperate to get in there. So I'm going to see if I can water it and get the tomatoes in that bed because I want them to thrive. All right, so I will get this in the oven and I will show it to you. And hopefully I'll get some more meal prep done this week. It's just been a super busy week. So see you in a bit. So I am on a quick little break and I am going to try to make some salad dressing that is AIP approved, but I do need some AIP Mayo for number one, the salad dressing, and number two, I'm also going to make a recipe tomorrow that needs some of this mayo. So I'm going to double it so I have enough for the salad dressing and for this bacon chicken ranch, in quotes ranch, because it's going to use this mayo here for it. First, let's make this mayo. I'm doing it really quickly on my break because I want to be able to I'm going to have some of that carrot ginger soup and a salad. So I want to have the salad dressing made. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have this coconut butter that I did get on Amazon. I'll link it below. I'm going to take a half a cup of this, which actually I'm going to take a whole cup because I'm doubling it. That's right. And I'm doing this in a wide mouth quart mason jar because I'm going to use my immersion blender. Okay, so that is about a cup of coconut butter. Oh, and then I need warm water. So I'm going to do a cup. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at my garden nails, you guys. I have dirt through my nails because it's garden season, but that's okay. Garden season makes me happy. And then I'm going to do a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to do 2 of these. And this is how you make egg-free, dairy-free mayo. AIP Mayo, Paleo Mayo. And 3 cloves of garlic, big heaping tablespoon. Can't go wrong with garlic. Plus the dressing that I'm making, salad dressing, is kind of like a paleo, dairy-free, mock Olive Garden type dressing. And you can put it over everything. A quarter teaspoon of sea salt. So we're doing 2, so we'll just do that. Then we're going to take the immersion blender and blend it for 2 minutes. So let me get that going here. Let's get this mayo going. Okay, so mine is still a little runny. I might put just a tad of beef gelatin in there. Let's see what it does. I'm just going to put just a tad of beef gelatin in here to see if it'll thicken it a little bit. Plus it's so good for you anyway. Mix that up for a minute. It's a little bit thicker. It might thicken up a little bit more as the beef gelatin. I'm going to set this here because I'm going to use it probably for my dressing. Okay, so yeah, it tastes like olive oil, but I'm using that for the base. All right, so now I'm going to go on to the dressing, the salad dressing. Half cup paleo mayo, 2 tablespoons olive oil. I think I'm going to leave that out. So it's 3 tablespoons red wine vinegar. I'm going to use apple cider vinegar because that's what I have. Lemon juice, dried parsley, garlic powder, onion powder, basil, sea salt, pepper, leave out if you're AIP, and then nutritional yeast, which is we use instead of Parmesan, which is super good for you. I hate to always use that word superfood, but it's so good for you. I'm trying to incorporate more of that in my diet. I'm going to double this too because I want to make extra salad dressing. I'm going to do a whole cup of this, and then the rest of this I'm going to put in the fridge for my recipe that I'm going to make later. Bacon chicken ranch. I'm going to leave out the 2 tablespoons of olive oil because I definitely taste the olive oil in there. It says 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. I'll actually just put this little tiny bit of olive oil that I had left in this. So I'm going to do 6 of these tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And then a tablespoon of lemon juice. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of this. 1, 2. Okay. 2 teaspoons of dried parsley. I have fresh parsley, so that's what I'm going to use. So 2 teaspoons. I'm just going to throw some in there. Then 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Kind of not going to measure this just because I like spices. So about 2 teaspoons of that. And then 2 teaspoons of onion powder. Oh, and it should be 4. So actually it should be, that's okay. I do have garlic in the mayo dressing. A teaspoon of dried basil. A teaspoon of that in there. And then salt. So it'd be a teaspoon of salt for the full thing. And then it says a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, which is going to be one of the things I add back in soon. But I'm not going to put it in now. So I'm just going to mix this up. Oh, and then I have to add the nutritional yeast too. Ooh, that smells good already. Just wanted a good salad dressing. Okay, and then a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, but I am not going to be short-handed on here. So I'm going to do some. There's 1, and I need 2 because I'm doubling it. So I did heaping tablespoons of the nutritional yeast. Now this kind of gives you a nutty, cheesy flavor. So now let's mix this in here. And then I'm going to taste this and put it in the fridge so it can get nice and cold for my salad when I have my dinner. And I'll just put one of my plastic lids on and I'll probably just shake it up and use it. Try this up here. Oh my gosh, you guys. It actually tastes like the Olive Garden salad dressing, but actually cheesier. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I can almost drink that. Oh my gosh, I could make a gallon of it. It is so good. I will put the recipe below. Oh my goodness, gluten-free, egg-free, dairy-free. That is so good. I did not expect it to be that good. I'm so excited. I will show you a picture of my salad when I make it. Oh my gosh, I am so excited about that, you guys. See you later. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go back to work now, and I will show you that when I have it later. Woo! I'm excited about that. Bye. So I decided to make a hash, and in my hash I put sweet potatoes, carrots, celery, green onion. What else is in here? Some mushrooms, some cauliflower. I have a ham steak, have some fresh herbs, and I'm going to throw some, I have some garlic, and I'm going to throw some spinach in here after these all wilt. Radishes, I did put radishes in there. Some avocado oil, a little bit of aminos, and yeah, so that's what I'm going to make. And I'm actually going to have it for my breakfast tomorrow, but I was just making this on a break today to have it done. So I will show you the finished product. Just trying to get some meal prep done since I've been out in the garden so much. I just wanted to show you what I'm doing. See you in a bit. Hi friends, welcome to my humble homestead and garden side chat. So if you're new here, my name is Trina, and today I'm going to continue my AIP meal prep. I've been doing a series where I've been doing the autoimmune protocol diet. However, this is a great way to learn how to do food sensitivity cooking, paleo, gluten-free, dairy-free. If you're looking for regular recipes, I also have those in another playlist, but you can convert these recipes any way that you like. Today I'm going to be doing a ranch chicken, bacon ranch chicken that is completely dairy-free, gluten-free, egg-free, but it is delicious. I made the dressing, the salad dressing for this yesterday, and I made the egg and dairy-free mayo for this yesterday. So what I'm going to start with today is I'm going to saute the bacon in the Instapot. And when this is done, I'm going to remove the bacon. And then in the bacon grease, I'm going to saute the chicken in there. So this is all going to be done in the Instapot. Should be nice and quick and fast. And I'm just trying to get this started before work. I have meetings today. So I normally would do my meal prep tomorrow, which is Friday on my day off. However, I have a chiropractor appointment, which is greatly needed because of all the gardening that you've seen I've been doing. I definitely need to go to the chiropractor with my back. And so I'm happy to get this done so I can spend the rest of Friday, which might be raining as well, cleaning up my house, which has been so neglected since I've been outside. So I'm gonna wash my hands and I'm gonna saute this up and we'll keep going on this bacon chicken ranch. All right, AIP approved. See you in a minute. Okay, so now what I did was I took the bacon out, put it on a plate with a paper towel. I have the chicken thighs. I'm using chicken thighs just because they're tender. You can use, if you want to use chicken breast, that's fine. I threw them in here in the bacon grease. I literally just did it for a couple minutes to brown the outside. And I'm taking them out, putting them with the bacon. These are gonna go back in and pressure cook. So I literally am just doing it for a minute to brown the outside. Taking them out here. And then we still have that bacon goodness grease in there. And we're just gonna get those little bits, brown bits in there, scrape them off of there. And let me see the recipe here. And I'll put the recipe below too as well, guys. And then I'm going to add half. So I'm doubling this. So it's normally 1 cup of chicken stock. I'm gonna do 2 because I'm doubling the recipe. So you're gonna get half of the chicken stock and half of the ranch dressing, which I have this mayo, and it's just a little bit of garlic powder and parsley. I'll put the recipe for the ranch dressing down there too. So I'm just gonna add this stuff into the pot. And I'm gonna do half of this mayo. Oh my goodness, this thickened up so much in the fridge because I put it in the fridge overnight. You can make it fresh, but I made a double batch yesterday. And I will put an alternative. I know some of you can't have and don't like coconut butter. So I will put an alternative for that as well. In the link, there's a vegetable option. And then we're gonna, after we put this in, I'm gonna let this go for a minute. And then I'm gonna cancel the saute mode. Hopefully a little bit careful without splattering it all. I'm just gonna add the chicken and the bacon back to my Instapot. And then we are going to close it and pressure cook it for 12 minutes. All right, so pressure. Okay, we'll pressure cook it for 12 minutes and then I'll come back and show you how we finish it off. See you soon, everybody. Hi friends, welcome back. So I am going to open this. I let the steam out. It smells super good. And right now I'm going to put it back on saute. Put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Put it back on saute. And then I'm going to add, so it's 2 cups frozen spinach or kale. I actually have fresh. So I'm going to do 2 cups, which I'll do 4 cups. 1/4 cup nutritional yeast, which I will do 1/2 cup. And then 3 more tablespoons of stock, which there is kind of a lot in there, but I'll just put the rest of it in there. Some more of the ranch dressing. So we'll just put a little bit more of that. And a tablespoon of tapioca starch, which I'll put 2 tablespoons of my arrowroot. So I'm using arrowroot instead of the tapioca. You can use what you have. And I'm going to put the nutritional yeast, which is going to give it that yummy Parmesan flavor. And nutritional yeast is so good for you. We're just going to let this cook until it gets a little bit thicker. Let me throw the spinach in here so it can wilt. Maybe I'll just put the rest of this. Why not? Let me mix this in first. Okay. The rest of the seed. Okay, let me bring you over here. I will show you what it looks like now, and then I'm just going to let it get thick, and then I will show you what it looks like when it's finished. Then I have my meals made for the week. So I have this. I made that salad. I made that ham and veggie hash. And I still have some carrot ginger soup left over. Then for easy meals, I still have some of the coconut yogurt. I have some of my AIP cereal. And I have some fruit I need to cut up still. Some watermelon and cantaloupe. And I have a couple blood oranges. And I am going to try to make, I found a ice cream recipe that you make ice cream out of frozen bananas. So I might try to make that if I feel like something sweet. All right. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Be blessed. Have a great day. And thanks for joining in on my channel. It means so much. Like and share and give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Let me show you what this looks like. There you go. That's what it looks like now. And then I will show you what it looks like when it's done. So this is why I'm so happy I plan ahead meal prep. I just spent 3 hours in the garden and mowing the lawn, and I have to work in an hour. So after I showered, oh my gosh, I was covered in mud. I literally had to hose off outside before I could even come in the house. I have leftover liver and vegetables for supper, which I'm happy about. But I have these blueberry muffins that I had made with y'all. And I found these coconut milk yogurt that have nothing added, so they are AIP approved. I found these at Walmart when I was in Fargo yesterday, and I'm going to have a couple of bejeweled dates. So this is what I'm going to have with a kombucha. I'm going to have before work. I'm so happy. I can just sit down for 45 minutes and enjoy this before I start work because I am wiped out, you guys. So, but I feel so good. It's a good kind of tired. It feels so good to start getting things together. And I just want to let you know this is why I do this because when I'm exhausted, but I have to put in a full day of work now, I have this all ready to go and I don't have to make anything. All right. Thanks for watching.